fantastic, and we will get co-connect very soon. Before that, we are trying again Zoom, but Zoom has a lot of limitation, lot of problem. We are watching that. Uh, so I should say we are in a very, very and fantastic platform. We are enjoying our excellent journey with ONPASSIVE. For this season, we can say today's topic, ONPASSIVE, the greatest comeback. Actually, this is very, very true that every man, every country, every society can face any kind of disaster anytime. So on passive, our company is facing a lot of difficulty, lot of disaster, but our honorable CEO, Mr. Rash Mufare, is trying to overcome all the obstacles, and we will get very, very good future in future. So thank you so much. Over to you, my dear friend, Engineer Shulanta Vishwas.
Please continue some more time. Please continue.
So one of the most important thing is that the best and the most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Something we can see, we cannot see something, but we can feel that with our heart. And ONPASSIVE is such type of journey. ONPASSIVE is such type of love that we can feel by our heart. Yeah, this is full of love, and the whole world, we all ONPASSIVIANS, we are in the same family, and we are bound with fantastic love. We love each other. Here, no difference between any country, any color, any language. Yeah. So all of we are. So ONPASSIVE is going to come back again very soon, which our honorable CEO Ashmi Fare assured last OP 360 webinar. So we are very, very happy that time does not matter. Where matter is mentality. We should be positive. We should stay positive. We should not be negative, as because our CEO always say we should trust our company, we should trust our CEO Ashmi Fare, we should trust everybody. So we are yes. Hello, my dear friend, Engineer Shulanta Vishwas, are you available now?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, my dear friend. Can you hear me and can you see me? My voice is okay? Masudur Rahman, can you hear me? Masudur Rahman, I'm keeping you unmuted always so that you can talk. Masudur Rahman, আমাকে শোনা যাচ্ছে? Masudur Rahman and Rupa Rai, I'm keeping your microphone unmuted.
Yes, yes, clear. You are looking fantastic, you are nice, and everything is clear. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Rupa. You can also keep unmute your microphone. So today we're facing some problem. Still
Okay, I got the option, sir.
Okay, you have got the option. So I am giving the option for Rupa and Masudur Rahman, and I'm keeping the microphone muted centrally. So hello, my dear friends. Welcome to all of you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever it is, it's a great ONPASSIVE day. It's a fantastic day for all of us. So today is 23rd August 2023. I am Engineer Shulanta Vishwas, welcoming all of you to this webinar. And warm greetings from our heart to our platform, Global Dedicated ONPASSIVIANS. My dear friends, today we are gonna discuss about a topic, that a great topic, that is the greatest comeback. That is, we are coming back in the greatest, in the very powerful way. So we know that we had gone through some challenges. Company faced some challenges. So many unethical activities had been went through in our factory, in our system, in our company. But as our CEO, Mr. Ash, said last Wednesday in ONPASSIV 360 or 360, that all the jungles, all the challenges have overcome, all the resistance or the obstacles are removed. Now we are free. We are now going to reopen our website, our back office very soon. So what he said, we almost know that, but today our mentor, Mr. Jeffrey Morlock, he will join in few minutes. He has just messaged me. So he will explain. I'm sure that we will review or recall our what we learned, and definitely we will be knowledgeable for what is going on in the next phase. So definitely today, we are really sorry that we will miss our another guest, a special guest, Zin Aliba. She is actually busy on a family program, so she may not be joined with us. But our guest speaker, Collins Manna. Collins Manna will join us very soon. He is now with Red Jet Fund in his life. I think it will be finished after more 15 minutes. He will join with us. Even Red also may join with us, and they will brief on the topic. So before going to any speaker, I'd like to say few words. As I feel from my heart, and also the words from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufore, we are really dreamer. We are dreaming every day. Even we are making our dreams bigger and bigger every day. So as our Ash said, he always says that he is our friend. That is the CEO of the company saying that he is our friend. He will be much better friend very soon. What does it mean? That means that our system is shut down since 24th June for last 2+ months. Really, we are worried. We are not feeling so happy because we are so habituated with our back office, our OES, our website, but we are missing that for a couple of weeks, last couple of weeks. But also assured that our website and our back office is going to resume very soon, going to restart very soon. So I'm sure that our hope is still live, and we'll never look back. We'll look forward and we'll move forward. We'll always focus on our success. We are really happy with our CEO that he has shared that company has gone through so many challenges, but the intelligent CEO and his team managed all those challenges, overcome all those obstacles, cleared all those past resistance. Now we are almost free. We are going again live. Definitely we'll come back with our regular activities. And as he mentioned, always everything is a done deal. We'll win. We're in it to win it. And definitely with the voice of our CEO, we should say we will do or die. Our CEO mentioned that I'm not a businessman. Yes, he is not a businessman because he didn't think the business, think this on-passive business in the business way. As he mentioned that he liked to do something beyond the business, that is uplifting humanity through this business platform. This is the greatness of our CEO, and this is the utmost goal of the company. So, as he mentioned in the last Wednesday, that we will, of course, uplift humanity even in the better way. What we are thinking, now we are thinking much better way for uplifting humanity across the globe. So he mentioned that challenges keeps back, we'll move forward, and I'm sure we'll see the next phase very soon. So I'm not lingering my space. Rather, we have with us our great speaker, our sister from India, from Nepal, Khushbu Agarwal. I request Khushbu, please share your thought on the topic. Over to Khushbu Agarwal.
Thank you so much, Susanta sir. As we all know, we are coming back very soon. This is the greatest news for us. But who says on passive is stop? Yes, our website is sometime stop for some time, but we are still alive on YouTube channel. We are still alive with 360 degree with our CEO Asmu Faris sir, and we are still alive doing different type of webinars simultaneously. We have Rise and Science Show, we have Marty Live, we have Mr. Live. We have so many webinar on different platforms. So we never stop. We are growing day by day on our personal growth. Our mental thinking is, yes, definitely we think big. We are a big dreamer. We all become a big dreamer where we can't stuck only for the website. We can't stuck only for our back office. We are just stand with our CEO sir, and we are overcoming the challenges with our positivity, with our continuity, with our best thinking power, and with our best what we can do, what we can do for the company. Company is providing us so many things just to prove, as it is the business of digital tools. So in digital tools, we are showing our talent, we are showing our creativity, we are showing our blogs, we are showing our videos, we are showing our reels, and we are getting ready for those things simultaneously day by day, with the help of our great leaders, great mentors, as we have our mentor on the stage. So I will definitely back. So I will over the mic to you, Susanta sir, and good afternoon, Jeffrey Mullock sir.
Thank you, Khushbu. Thank you so much. You have very rightly said. Yes, we never stopped. We were continuing. We saw our CEO every week, even twice, thrice in a week. Our so many lives were running, and also we saw we got information through our brand discussion. So many things were going on. So we never stopped. But really, we'll come back with our more strong strength, strong way, and definitely we will move forward towards our next phase. So today we have with us our mentor, Jeffrey Morlock. So I would request Jeffrey, please unmute from your side and uh, deliver your space on the topic. Over to Jeffrey Morlock.
Oh, wow. Hey, good morning. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the reminders that you sent me, Sushanta. Man, what a crazy day it's been. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late, but you know what's good? I'm really hoping to hear Collins, though. I like him, and I'm waiting to hear what he's got to say, but I've certainly got some things to say. I really appreciated Mr. Mufara coming on 360 this week. I just put out a video that kind of has some clips in it, too, that talks about what he says. So your platform this morning is very appropriate, right? I mean, it is very relevant to what's going on with us and how we're doing right now. We know that we're on the rise, and we know that we face some pretty unimaginable obstacles, right? Fueled by malice and greed, people inside the company and outside the company. But you know what? We've emerged so much stronger, so much wiser, and now we're more united than ever. You know, and I would just say to those that sought to destroy us, you know, their attempts only fueled our determination, right? I mean, we got shook up a bit, but our spirit is intact and we are moving forward, and I am loving life for that. We've learned a lot from what we've gone through, and that has been used. And I'm telling you, you can see it on every platform we're looking at here. It's been used to ignite that inner fire that, if you remember, several months back, last year even, what was the ambition and the spirit of ONPASSIVE? I mean, we were all excited. We were moving full tilt boogie. We were going forward, and then bang, we got hit with these obstacles, right? But our mission remains unchanged, right? To bring light and hope and positive change to the world. That's always been what we've been about. And we're not going to let anything that might have happened in the past try to define us. And instead, like Mr. Mufara said yesterday or the day before, actually, our foundation is in love. It is in compassionate, and that leads to compassionate action. And Mr. Mufara has done a lot of that in hopes of and in reference to lifting humanity, right? And I would say to all the loyal members that we've got, the partners, the supportive, man, thank you so much. Thank you, Sushanta, for what you're doing and all these other platforms, you know, the leaders and their platforms, because together we really are rising up and we're leaving that behind. We're not just a company. We're a community. We're a family. Together, we're going to rise above the noise. We're going to shine brighter than ever. And you know what? It's going to be a clear, clean, creating a brighter future for everybody. And without sounding political, I'm going to say the best is yet to come, and we're going to make it happen together. So thank you very much. That's all I have to say. I'm just blessed to be here and appreciate that. Thank you, Sushanta.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my dear brothers, our mentors, the great leader, Jeffrey Morlock. Thank you for your nice words. And I also watched your video. You have mentioned 3 points. Those are very clear. What Ash actually shared with us. So it was a fantastic video. But we have with us our another brother, Collins Manna. He was busy in another live. Definitely we'll listen to him. But today we are facing some problem. I can't make co-host anyone. So I think there is a problem in settings because we forgot all the Zoom settings. Definitely next week it will be okay. So I have centrally muted everyone. Now I will unmute Masudur Rahman. Please translate into Bengali.
Yes, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is. Today is really excellent day And thank you very much, our honorable mentor, Jeffrey Morlock, for your extraordinary, excellent words you have used. Thank you so much. That we are really a family. So thank you so much. আমি সরাসরি বাংলায় চলে যাচ্ছি। তো আমাদের অনারেবল মেন্টর জেফরি মরলক উনি বলেছিলেন যে 360 ওপি 360-তে আমাদের অনারেবল শ্রী অ্যাশমোফারে এসেছিলেন এবং সেটার পরবর্তীতে আজকের আমাদের যে ওয়েবিনারটা করা সেটা একেবারেই সময় উপযোগী এবং এটার সাথে এতটাই মিল আছে, হ্যাঁ, যে আজকের ওয়েবিনারটা আসলে খুব সুন্দর সময় উপযোগী একটা ওয়েবিনার। এবং উনি বলছিলেন যে অনপ্যাসিভ যে কোম্পানির ভিতর এবং বাইরে থেকে যে বিঘ্ন সৃষ্টি হয়েছে, যে প্রবলেমের মধ্যে পড়েছিল, হ্যাঁ, সেই প্রবলেম গুলোকে ওভারকাম করে উই আর মুভিং ফরওয়ার্ড, যে আমরা সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে চলছি। যে উনি কিছুদিন আগে বা কয়েক মাস আগে বা গত বছরের কিছু জিনিস শেয়ার করছিলেন যে অনপ্যাসিভ কিভাবে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছিল। তো সেই বিষয়গুলো থেকে মাঝখানে হঠাৎ করে যে বিঘ্নটা ঘটেছে, এই বিঘ্নটা কিন্তু আর থাকবে না। কারণ হচ্ছে যে অনপ্যাসিভ শুধু একটা কোম্পানি না, এটা হচ্ছে একটা কমিউনিটি। আমরা একটা কমিউনিটির মধ্যে আছি, উই আর ইন দ্য সেম ফ্যামিলি। আমরা একটা ভালোবাসার বন্ধনে আছি। ওই জন্য আওয়ার ফাউন্ডেশন ইজ ইন লাভ। আমাদের বন্ধন, আমাদের মূল বেসটাই হচ্ছে ভালোবাসা। তো যেখানে ভালোবাসা আছে সেই কোম্পানিকে কেউ কোনোদিন ঠেকিয়ে রাখতে পারবে না। তো উনি বেশি কথা বাড়াননি, উনি আমাদেরকে আশ্বস্ত করেছেন, হ্যাঁ, যে আমাদের অবশ্যই ভালো সময় আসছে। দ্যাটস অল ফ্রম হিজ পার্ট। তো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ জেফরি মরলক ফর ইউর ওয়ান্স এগেন for a nice
Thank you, Master Rahman, for your nice translation. Actually, we missed the Bangla translation from Khushbu, so I request Rupa, please translate into Bengali the speech of Khushbu Agarwal. Back to Rupa. Rupa, you can unmute from your side, I think. Rupa, I have given you the unmute option. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. আমরা আমাদের গ্রেট লিডারদের কাছ থেকে যেটা শুনতে পেয়েছি এবং আমাদের যে গ্রেট এক্সপেক্ট অবস্থানে, তো সেক্ষেত্রে আমাদের এই কামব্যাক সম্পর্কে খুশবু আগরওয়াল ম্যাম যেটা বলেছেন যে অবভিয়াসলি আমাদের জন্য এটা গ্রেটেস্ট নিউজ। মিস করছি বিকজ এতদিনের আমাদের একটা আত্মার সম্পর্ক ওয়েবসাইটের সাথে তৈরি হয়ে গেছে এবং আমার সাইড থেকে তো আমরা অবশ্যই আমাদের সিইওর সাথে, অনারেবল সিইওর সাথে অ্যালাইনমেন্ট করবো, তার সবকিছু এগিয়ে চলবো। এবং আমি যেটা বলতে চাই যে ম্যাম বলেছেন যে আমরা আমাদের ওয়েবিনার থেকে যে পার্সোনালি সেই ওয়েবিনার থেকে আমরা কিন্তু নিজেদেরকে গ্রো করতে পেরেছি। ডে বাই ডে আমরা কিন্তু নিজেদের ডেভেলপমেন্ট আনতে পেরেছি। সো আমাদের সবাই বিগ ড্রিমার, আমরা সবাই স্বপ্নদ্রষ্টা, স্বপ্ন সৃষ্টিও করছি এবং স্বপ্ন দেখার আশায়ও বসে আছি। তো আমরা সবাই আমাদের ব্যবসায় ফলো করব এবং আমরা কিন্তু বর্তমানে সবাই পজিটিভিটির মধ্যেই থাকবো। আমরা কি করতে চলেছি বা কি পেতে চলেছি, যা ডিজিটাল বিজনেস মডেলটাকে নিয়ে আমরা একটা পজিটিভ সাইটের মধ্যেই থাকবো। এবং অবভিয়াসলি আমরা জানি যে আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটে সেখানে ব্লগ ক্রিয়েটিভ ওইএস থেকে মিস করে যাচ্ছি। তো ডেফিনেটলি আমাদের অ্যাশ স্যার আমাদের জন্য নতুন কিছু আশা তৈরি করে, সবাই নতুন আশায় আমরা বসে আছি বা অপেক্ষায় আছি। ধন্যবাদ স্যার, ওভার টু হোস্ট।
Thank you, Rupa. Thank you so much for your nice translation. As our great sister Khushbu Agarwal said, she said that we weren't stopped. We are always live because our OP 360 was live, Marty and Krish was live, so many webinars and lives were going on. So we weren't stopped. So we are coming back in the greatest way, with the more strength and more love, more compassion. So many things are going very well. As our brother Jeffrey mentioned that we have overcome all those challenges, internal and external challenges. Now we are free. We are going to see our website and our back office very soon, as our CEO mentioned. So we should not look back. We should focus forward. We should move forward with great strength, with more strength. Definitely, with success, we will fulfill our all dreams. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now we have with us our another brother, Collins Manna, is a great leader. He always speaks so nice with so many very informative. So he is with us, but due to some lack of knowledge on Zoom, we couldn't set the co-host. So that is the problem of our settings, because we forgot all the settings of Zoom. We are more aware of our connect, but we are missing that. But sure, very soon we will get our revolutionary product, and we will be master on that. We don't like to be master on Zoom. So we are really sorry. So Collins, I am giving you the unmute option. Please unmute from yourself and say your thought, share your thought on the topic.
Thank you, Injection Shanta. I just want to thank my brother Jeffrey Moloch here. Though I didn't catch all what Jeffrey Moloch said, of course I was with Red. You know, I really do apologize because, you know, I think, you know, the way things flies, time flies, you really mix things up. So I booked, Injection Shanta called me and I said, yes, I'll do it. And when Red called me, I said, yes, forgetting that Injection Shanta have already told me. So I said, how do I do this? And I said, all right, I will split it 30 minutes. I don't want to let anybody down. I said, Red, can we do it for 30 minutes? And then I can jump after 30 minutes and do it. Shanta. Red said, no worry, we can do it for 20 minutes. You just go ahead, because we are here to help everybody. We are all one, you know, one big family. So we just have to avail ourselves as time permits. So I'm grateful and blessed to be here today, because today is a beautiful day in UK, sunshine everywhere. And I really miss, you know, I sometimes really want to catch a little bit of what Jeffrey was saying, but I do miss, I came when he's already rounding up. So I didn't really get all of that. But it's great, because the topic is a great topic, you know, and we're talking about the greatest coming back of ONPASSIVE. You know, Ash told us in the last 360 that we shouldn't dwell on the mechanics. We shouldn't dwell on that. We should just not concentrate on the mechanics. We should look forward on the coming back of ONPASSIVE. That's the most important thing. Because sometimes when we focus on the past, it is difficult for us to know. We need to always think about the future. We need to set our heads, you know, right up to the horizon and say, what does the future hold for me? Not about the past, because the past, sometimes you dwell on your mistakes. You will never, ever think about where you want to go. Because a lot of times we think about our downfall, our pitfall, the way we fall. Sometimes we just said, oh, there is just no way again. But the biggest heart is when you dust yourself up. You say, you know what? This is not the end of the world. The only time you give hope is when you are in the grave. That's why you said life is finished. But when you are not there, even a friend told me, he said, when even you put me on that casket and you've not lay me down and cover every ground, I can still wake up and say life is good. That's how a man should think. That mortuary is not the end. The grave is the end. When you are still there, there is still hope. Everybody has a hope, and everybody deserves the right to dream big. And only when you believe, you trust, you believe in what you say, you deeply believe it, that is when life will favor you. When you are in a journey and you don't believe that you will make it, you will never make it. But when you believe so dearly, even when the darkness is there, everything is cloud in front of you, but that deep conviction in your own heart that I will make it, you know, there will always be a way for you to succeed, because that is your dream. And God always stands on big dreamers, not on those who doubt. You know, when you doubt, that's when you fail. But when you believe, you make it. And we are in the biggest part now in ONPASSIVE. I always call it the greatest because you remember Mr. Ash Mofara, when every time there is difficulties, that is when ONPASSIVE will spring above everything, above our imagination. Things that we will never ever dream in our entire life, Ash will come and tell us that this is where we are going. Because he said, the harder, the tougher the battle, the sweeter the outcome, the victory. So the victory is always better. Some founders have asked me, they said, oh, why not 2 years, not 3 years? I said, imagine if we were a multi-trillion-dollar company and things like this happen. It means our dream will shut down for the rest of our lives. It takes a lot of effort for a company to bounce back when they're making so much money. There is no way for amendment. Thank God that it happens now. So you can weed out all of those little things that are in, and then what happened? And we can move. Because my uncle always tells us something. I always remember this story when I was 17. My uncle had an accident. You know, a car accident, you know, they were like on a bus going, and there was an accident. They came out. Thank God he wasn't harmed. There was nothing wrong with the bus, but there was a car that really dumped, you know, in their way in Cameroon. But what happened? The bus can still drive on. Everybody was scared to board on, to take the same bus. They said, no, this driver is bad. This is that. We cannot take it. We'll better take a new bus, a new coach to go where we are going. My uncle decided to take same bus. And I asked, why did you risk your life? My uncle said, a car that have had accident will never have an accident again until you change the driver. Mr. Ash Mofara is our driver. When a car has an accident, you learn from it. And you are so conscious, you are so determined. But when you jump into a car, which is new, they've never tested an accident, what happened? When they have an accident, it will be so fatal. So I'm ready to stay in this car, which is ONPASSIVE. Because I know the mistake that they have made or whatever has happened, Ms. Ash Mofara, now the eye is so open, so wide, and said, we will not go through this again. That's the beauty about ONPASSIVE. We stick to what we believe. We believe in the driver, who is the one captaining the ship. And last webinar, I said, if he is not going anywhere, I am not going anywhere. Because I deeply believe in his ability to push this. When we look at the story of ONPASSIVE, Jeffrey Molo came before me. Maybe they started with spreadsheet. I said they started with a spreadsheet. They moved to Go Founder. People believe. If you can believe on a spreadsheet, what else can challenge you? You move to Go Founder. You saw a product, Go Founder. Built where? Not even in Hyderabad. Not even in Bangalore where it was built in Calcutta. The Go Founder, we jump in. There were people who saw spreadsheet. We moved from there, we moved to Go Founder. Go Founder to O Founder, where we say minimum value products and market value products. We never knew, no employees, nothing whatsoever. The first time we saw employee of ONPASSIVE is when they opened Hyderabad. Mr. Ashbara said, you are my friends and my brother, and I want to show you what we are doing. We saw some of the employees, and I asked myself, what else can shake us back? What else can pull us? So what we are going now through, you know what I said, founders, don't be scared, because things like this happen in ONPASSIVE. We remember the great time, was it 2 months ago, when there was like the internet shake-up. People missed their flight. There are a lot of things that happened. Banks cannot, hospitals in UK cannot operate all over the world. That was the biggest IT crash that has ever happened. Imagine if this can happen to all the company. It was a subsidiary to Microsoft, and they say it was hacked and stuff like that. If this can happen to those IT companies that have stand the test of time, what about ONPASSIVE? So we shouldn't worry about technology because things like this happen. And when we are bouncing back, we'll bounce back stronger, better, more resilience, eyes on everything, and nobody will say I have the monopoly because Mr. Ash Mofara is there to pilot everything again. And that's where I will end. Let us stay focused. Let us continue to dream. Let us believe in Mr. Ash Mofara. Let us know that he is coming with the finest and the better technology because we use O Connect, but what will come above O Connect will be more stronger. Look at where we are struggling with Zoom now. They gave me admin on co-host. I couldn't even manage Zoom because I've used better technology. So this is where we are going. And he wants to produce the best, not only for us, the founders and affiliates, but for the entire globes, where we'll be able to leave a lasting legacy for generations to come, where we were about to write our own story, that we were part of it from the day you joined ONPASSIVIANS, whether 6 years ago, 5 years ago, or 2 years, or the last founder, you will tell a story about all of your journey in ONPASSIVIANS. What makes you to stick to this company up to now? So I'll leave it there, Sushanta. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Collins. Thank you so much. Definitely we'll translate into our local language. But before that, our mentor, our great leaders, our elder brother Jeffrey Morlock will leave. So I request Jeffrey again to say a few words before leaving. I'm giving you the unmute option. Sorry. The Zoom. Okay. You have an unmute option.
Beautiful, man. Thank you so very much, Collins. I appreciate that. And you're the guest speaker here. I showed up and you just asked. I don't think I talked for maybe 30 seconds. I was more interested in hearing what you had to say because I knew it was going to be good, and I appreciate so very, very much all of you folks that do everything that you do. Collins, you know what I'm talking about. All the OTech pros and all the other leaders and the people that are running the webinars, the platforms. We're at a great time right now simply because we've come through. I mean, talk about trial by fire, brother. We have been through it. And Mr. Ash Mufar and his family have been through it. ONPASSIVE has been through it. But we're on the other side of that. And you know what? Iron sharpens iron, right? And we've got a good edge on us now. We're heading into the future and we are in recovery mode and we've been promised recovery mode. And he's given us 2 or 3 scenarios saying, hey, it might happen next week. It might happen sometime in December or going into the new year, whatever happens, we're in it to win it. We're here solidly. We're here for the good and for the lifting of humanity, and life is going to be better for all of us. So thank you so much, Mr. Sushanta. I certainly appreciate that. And Collins, thank you for your good word as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey Morlock. Thank you so much for your nice words, sharing with us. Thank you so much for being with us also. We are so busy, even in your busy schedule, you are giving us some time. So we are really, really grateful to you. Thank you, Jeffrey. Definitely we'll translate into Bengali. Before that, I request if anyone wants to share on this topic, please raise your hand. I'll give you option to speak. So I request যদি আপনারা কেউ আজকের টপিকের উপরে কথা বলতে চান, আমাদের এখানে যারা পার্টিসিপেন্টস আছেন সবার জন্য ওপেন অপশন, ওপেন ফ্লোর। যদি কেউ কথা বলতে চান প্লিজ আপনারা হাত তুলবেন, you raise your hand. I'll give you a chance to speak as much as possible within our stipulated time. So I request Masudur Rahman. Masudur Rahman, please translate into Bengali what our brother Collins and Jeffrey Morlock said. Just a moment, I'm giving you the option. Okay, you can unmute and translate into Bengali.
Yes, thank you very much, my dear friend Collins Manna, and also Jeffrey Morlock, our honorable mentor, for coming here and share your excellent feelings, excellent speech. So Collins Manna, you are using today heroes in your background, You are really hero in on passive. You are really hero in our mind. So thank you and most welcome. So আমি সরাসরি বাংলায় চলে যাচ্ছি। তো এখানে হচ্ছে যে কলিন্স মান্না উনি টেক প্রোসের উনি খুব সুন্দর সুন্দর কথা বলে থাকেন এবং উনি আজকেও কিন্তু সেভাবে খুব সুন্দর করে বলেছেন। হ্যাঁ, যে আজকের টপিক যেটা সিলেক্ট করা হয়েছে, হ্যাঁ, যে অনপ্যাসিভ যেভাবে কাম ব্যাক করছে, এই টপিকটা আসলে খুব ভালো একটা টপিক, যে এটা আসলে সত্যি। হ্যাঁ, যে অনপ্যাসিভ কাম ব্যাক করছে। হ্যাঁ, তো এটা হলো যে সবচেয়ে ইম্পর্টেন্ট থিং, সেটা হলো যে পাস্ট নিয়ে মানে অতীত নিয়ে আমরা কিন্তু ভাববো না। মূল কথা হলো যে অতীত অতীত, আমরা যেটা ভাববো সেটা হলো যে ভবিষ্যৎ নিয়ে ভাববো। হ্যাঁ, এটা হচ্ছে যে মূল মেসেজ, ওনার মেসেজটা হচ্ছে যে অতীতে যা হয়েছে হয়েছে, কিন্তু আমাদের ভবিষ্যতে আমরা যে কাম ব্যাক করে আসছি এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে কিন্তু আমরা বর্তমানে ভাববো এবং আমরা স্বপ্ন দেখবো। লাইফ ইজ গুড, লাইফ ইজ সুইট, আমাদের জীবনটা হচ্ছে খুব সুন্দর, খুব মিষ্টি। এখন আমাদের আশার শেষ নাই, স্বপ্নের শেষ নাই। স্বপ্নের শেষ কখন? সেটা হলো যে যখন আমরা মারা যাবো বা মানে কবরে চলে যাব, তখনই কিন্তু স্বপ্ন শেষ। তার আগ পর্যন্ত কিন্তু আমাদের স্বপ্ন সব সময় কিন্তু জীবিত থাকবে। হ্যাঁ, এবং আমরা যে স্বপ্ন দেখব, বিশ্বাস করব, এবং একটা মানুষ যদি মনে করে যে আমি অন্ধকারের মধ্যে, দেখে যে আমি অন্ধকারে আছি এবং সে যদি স্বপ্ন দেখে, হ্যাঁ, এবং বিশ্বাস রাখে মনে মনে যে আলো আসবে, অবশ্যই আলো আসবে। এটাই হচ্ছে যে কথা। এবং বলছেন যে একটা যুদ্ধ যত কঠিন যুদ্ধ হবে, সেখানকার জয়টাও কিন্তু তত মিষ্টি হবে। যুদ্ধ যদি কঠিন না হয় তাহলে সেখানকার স্বাদটাও কিন্তু কঠিন হবে না, সেটা কিন্তু উনি বলেছেন। এবং একটা গাড়ি অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট করার পরে, হ্যাঁ, সেই ড্রাইভার যখন আবার ঘুরে দাঁড়ায়, হ্যাঁ, সেক্ষেত্রে, হ্যাঁ, তো তার যে ক্যাপাবিলিটি থাকে গাড়ি চালানো, উনি বলছেন যে আওয়ার অনলি ড্রাইভার ইজ আওয়ার অনারেবল সিও অ্যাশকুফারে। আমাদের একমাত্র ড্রাইভার হচ্ছে আমাদের অনারেবল সিও অ্যাশকুফারে, যিনি অনেক অভিজ্ঞতার মধ্যে তার চোখ মুখ সবকিছু কিন্তু এখন ওপেন, খুলে গেছে। উনি কিন্তু এখন সবকিছু বুঝতে পারেন এবং উনি যেটা বলছেন যে আমরা ওনার এই যে ড্রাইভিং এর উপরে যেন বিশ্বাস রাখি। আমরা একসময় গো ফাউন্ডার ছিলাম, তখন কিন্তু কিছুই ছিল না, তারপর ওখান থেকে কো ফাউন্ডারে এসেছি, হায়দ্রাবাদে এমপ্লয়িরা কাজ করতেন, অনেক বিষয়গুলো কিন্তু উনি বলেছেন যে এত কিছু আমরা দেখেছি। তো ওই জন্য অনপ্যাসিভ যে কাম ব্যাক করছে, এই জন্য আপনারা কেউ কিন্তু হতাশ হবেন না। কারণ হচ্ছে অনপ্যাসিভ এমন একটা কোম্পানি যেটা ইন্টারনেটকে শেক করার জন্য আসছে। এটা বিগেস্ট একটা কোম্পানি অনপ্যাসিভ। এছাড়া অনপ্যাসিভ এর মতো আর কেউ কোনোদিন আসবে না। আর আরেকটা বিষয় হচ্ছে যে যারা আজ থেকে মানে আজকের কথা যে উদাহরণ দিচ্ছেন, যে ওখানে আমাদের যে এত ভালো প্রোডাক্ট, আজকে জুমে আমরা যে প্রবলেম গুলো ফেস করছি, সবকিছু মিলে কিন্তু অনপ্যাসিভ বেস্ট। তারপরে আপনি একটা সুন্দর লাস্টের একটা কথা বলছেন, আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে, যে যারা আজকে থেকে 6 বছর আগে, 5 বছর আগে, ইভেন 2 বছর আগেও যারা অনপ্যাসিভে এসছেন, হ্যাঁ, তারাও কিন্তু তার নেক্সট জেনারেশনকে গল্প শোনাবে, হ্যাঁ, যে অনপ্যাসিভে আমরা কি ছিলাম। হ্যাঁ, তো এটাই হচ্ছে মূল বক্তব্য, যে আমরা এখানে যে প্ল্যাটফর্মটাতে আছি, যে আমরা আসলে এত সৌভাগ্যবান। ঘটনা এখন যাই ঘটুক না কেন, আমরা অবশ্যই কাম ব্যাক করতেছি এবং আমাদের নেক্সট ফিউচার খুবই ভালো এবং অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে আমরা কিন্তু ফল পাবো। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ এভরিওয়ান ফর পেশেন্স হিয়ারিং, এন্ড থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ অলসো my friend Police Panna for your nice speech, and also Jeffrey Morocco, thank you very much for joining with us. He also appreciated Police Panna's speech. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, my dear friend Masudur Rahman, for your nice translation for our local community. I'm sure আপনারা যারা বাংলা বোঝেন বা ইংরেজি একটু কম বোঝেন, আমাদের ভাই, আমাদের বড় ভাই, আমাদের ব্রাদার, আমাদের ফ্রেন্ড জেফরি মরলক, কলিন্স মান্না, আমরা যেটা শেয়ার করলেন সেটা আমাদের মাসুদুর রহমান খুব সুন্দরভাবে এক্সপ্লেন করলেন। এবং and always our CEO says, harder the battle, sweeter the victory. So as much obstacles or challenges we will face in our past, definitely we'll get much better comfort, better result in the future. So we should not focus on past, definitely we should focus on the future, that what is coming. So thank you so much, Masudur Rahman, Collins Manna, Jeffrey Morlock, Fujbu Agarwal. Today we are missing Zin Aliba because she is busy on her family program. She apologized that she couldn't join. definitely next week she will be with us. So we have with us another brother, great friend, Parvesh Kaushal from India. I request Parvesh, please come on with your thought, with your sharing on the topic. Over to
Thank you.
Parvesh
Thank
Kaushal.
you. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta Biswas sir, for inviting me. First of all, greetings to all the participants and leaders present over here in the session. And I would like to thank Almighty God for giving us this beautiful life and this beautiful opportunity on passive. So I would also like to thank our great CEO, Mr. Rash Mufare, for sharing this golden opportunity with all of us. So on passive is coming back bigger and stronger, no doubt. And we all witness this earlier in this beautiful journey with on passive. So we are truly blessed to have such a great CEO like Mr. Ash Mufare, who has such a visionary mindset and potential throughout this beautiful journey. And his exceptional leadership and clear vision are all are the driving force behind this new revolution in the world of internet. So Mr. Mufare is a person who is the truly example of commitment and his true mission and vision to uplift humanity all around the world. And his strategy, guidance, and innovative approach to handle all the issues, all the challenges coming in this journey is really commendable, and we all appreciate this kind of approach of our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. So we can also say that under his visionary leadership, on passive is set to achieve new heights, new milestones, and we have to witness much more things in the coming future. We also appreciate our CEO's dedication and excellence of doing all the things in a very positive ways. He also spread positive vibes among us whenever he came in any sessions, especially in on passive 360 sessions. So truly, he is the man of golden heart, and his mission and vision is really wonderful. And we all are stand together in his journey, and we always love him a lot. So as we going ahead with this journey with on passive, we always thanks him and all the founder community who is strongly stay together him, and all the employees, staff members working tirelessly 24/7 in the offices to handle all the issues. So today's session is really wonderful. Topic is really beautiful. On passive is coming back bigger and stronger, and definitely, absolutely, on passive is a beacon of hope for humanity. And no doubt that on passive is very big and is the strongest business in the world. So I would also like to thanks all the leaders present over here, especially Jeffrey Morlock sir, Colin Manna sir, and all the leaders who share their thoughts about the topic. So today it's always blessing for me to be part of today's session. Thank you so much. And with this, I close my sharing. Thank you so much. We always stand tall together with our great CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. We are in it to win it. Back to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear brother, Parvesh Kaushal. You have very rightly said that we are really, really blessed with our great CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. I have been in my own business for last 30 years. I didn't see any CEO or any founder of any company comes so frequently before his, we should say, we are also customers, before his customers, before his founding members, except our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. He is actually exceptional. As he mentioned that he is not a businessman. Really right. It's right. If he could think in the way of business, he could make so much money by this time, I'm sure. But he didn't think like that. As his mission and vision to uplift humanity across the globe. That is his utmost goal, and he has been focused on that. Accordingly, he is working tirelessly day and night for our success, for changing lives of billions. We are really, really grateful to that guy. We are always stand with him and his family. Thank you, Parvesh. Thank you so much. Definitely, we will translate into Bengali. So I request Rupa, please come on with your Bengali translation. And I would also request if anyone wants to speak on the topic, I request please raise your hand. You can speak in Bengali if you can't speak in English. So I'll give you a chance to speak in Bengali. So I request please raise your hand. যদি কেউ কথা বলতে চান আপনি হ্যান্ড রেজ করবেন। By this time I request Rupa, please translate into Bengali. Rupa Roy. Rupa Roy, please come on with your translation. You are unmuted.
Okay, sir. I'm going through the translation. Thank you, Parvesh Kaushal, sir. Parvesh Kaushal, sir, খুব সুন্দরভাবে বলে গেলেন যে আমাদের ইন্টারনেট প্রসিডিউরের মধ্যে আছি এবং এই প্রসেসটার মধ্যে দিয়ে আমরা যেটা পাচ্ছি ভিশনারি লিডারশিপ আমাদের অ্যাশ মোফারে স্যার সিও স্যারকে আমরা দেখছি কিভাবে উনি উনাকে ভিশনারি প্রসেসের মাধ্যমে থাকতে হলে আমরা যদি আমাদের অ্যাশ মোফারে স্যারের পাশে থাকি, আমরা যদি না আমরা অবশ্যই তার পাশে আছি এবং বিশ্বাস থাকবে, আমাদের সম্পূর্ণ আস্থা থাকবে অ্যাশ মোফারে স্যারের প্রতি। এবং আমরা রিয়েলি এই জার্নিটাকে দেখে কিভাবে স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ আমাদের চেঞ্জ হয়েছে। তো আমরা আশা রাখি নতুনটাও আমাদের জন্য নতুন অবস্থান আমাদের জন্য খুবই সুন্দর হসমুখারে স্যার আর গোল্ডেন হার্টের বিষয়ে আমরা জানি উনি কিভাবে সকল ফাউন্ডারের জন্য চিন্তাশীল এবং আমরা একটা পরিবারের মতো সবার সাথে সবাই জুড়ে আছি এবং এই কারণেই হয়তো আমরা আমাদের স্যারের সাথে একমত সেটা এগ্রি করব। ধন্যবাদ স্যার।
Thank you, Rupa. Thank you so much for your very good translation. My dear friends, I'm not seeing any hand raised because none is interested to speak on the topic. So definitely, again, I'll go to Collins Manna. But before going to him, we know that we almost all the founding members, we know that company is doing data migration from one server to another server. That is not only the migrating the data, also migrating the hardwares also. And at the same time, so many things of our systems are also updating, including our products. Of course, Connect is also there. So many things are going on behind the scene. We are not involved on that. We are not expert on that. So we no need to involve on, no need to know about that. But what our CEO is taking on his shoulder, that all the burden, all the obstacles he has taken on his shoulder, with all those burdens, he is moving forward. He is taking us to move forward. He is ensuring us our success. So it's a great task he is doing. Definitely, we are really, really grateful to that guy. He is doing fantastic. But with the founding members, as we don't have much idea that what is data migration, why so much time is taking for migrating our data and upgrading our systems, we don't actually know that. We don't have any idea about that. We are not IT engineer, we are not data scientist, we are not any hardware engineer. So many things are involved there. So I would request, I think our brother Collins, he is an IT engineer. He can explain little the why so much time is taking for migrating the data and updating the system. I would request Collins, please give us some glimpse why so much time is taking to upgrading the system. So I'm unmuting you. Please unmute from yourself and share your experience, your thought.
Thank you, Engineer Sushanta, for this this great topic, data migration. Data migration is something that is not really easy, and we're talking about, let's go in a simple way, because I don't want to go in technical way. If you go that way, a lot of people will not really understand. But let's just look at it like I'm just a novice in IT. I just want to think as a novice. So when you are migrating means you are moving from one platform to the other platform, that you are moving house. You say, all right, I want to pack everything, because, we've always talked about ONPASSIVE, that ONPASSIVE has continuous integration where you don't need to shut down the site. You can continue to build and you can continue to do things, but the founders would not know that you are doing this. They'll just see a new pop-up and they'll see something happening without you shutting down. That is continuous delivery. In IT, they call it continuous delivery. But when they talk about data migration, they can be a little bit when you are moving house within a house, where you can say, all right, this room, I don't really like it. I can move from this room to this room. But there'll be a little bit downtime. When downtime means shut down and then back up. And then there is complete out, where you said, all right, I'll build a new house and I want to take everything to the new house. That needs a lot of things, that you pack your stuff, you pack your shoes, you make sure when you go to that new house, is the room size the same like the room size you have here? Is it compatible? What about my wardrobe? Is it the same size I have where I can put everything? You take all of those things into consideration and say, what if I move to that new house and the size that I want to put my shoes is not the same size I have here? They'll call it incompatibility. It means it is not compatible with what I have. I need to fix it. So data migration can take, especially complete data migration can take from 1 week to 6 months, and all of those 3 months there, and so forth. We don't know. Large data can take a lot because you are moving stuff. But now let's come into the place of ONPASSIVE. We all knew that everything was data migration from the onset. But how many of us listen to the CEO OP360? How many of us really listen? If you have not listened, please go back. Just go only to where Mr. Ash Mufara spoke, from the time he spoke to the end. And one thing I picked, he said, we were shut down and the person who did it will pay dearly for it. ONPASSIVE was shut down and the person who did it will pay dearly. Responsibility. It means in a company, people are delegated with responsibility. You have to own it. You have to do this. You have to do that. Someone hands is up. I don't know. Or NS, I don't know. So when you look at this, let us go and listen to Mr. Ash Mufara very, very well. It means we have been talking about it in OTech Pros and those who are attending Heroes webinars. We talk about internal threat in every company and outward, and those who have not been paying attention, we always said this is not the time for you to ask any questions. Listen to Mr. Ash Mufara. If you wait for me to come and speak to you, I will not do it. Let's listen to Mr. Ash Mufara and then draw your conclusion. Someone did something that affects all of us. They didn't steal only Mr. Ash Mufara's dream, they stole our dreams. He said it again. I'm quoting from his word yesterday. It's not me, Mr. Ash Mufara speaking. Where we were supposed to be 2 years ago, we come into this. If you have not been in a webinar and you are not being following, Collins Manor will not have nothing to do with you. I don't speak to people who go and then they decide to calm their own time, or they go to webinars where they talk about Burj Khalifa. I always said to myself, why do I join ONPASSIVE? I want to have financial and time freedom. Who do I listen to? Mr. Ash Mofara. I listen to him. He is the only one who can say this company, apart of God, who can shut ONPASSIVE down. He put this thing in Mr. Ash Mofara's heart. Mr. Mofara is the one who can say, I don't have nothing to do again. I'm tired of this. I want to shut it down. Nobody else can shut it. Only God. And then from God, he said, Mr. Ash Mofara, I cannot support you again. Shut this thing down. And that is the end of it. But when he is coming out and speaking, it means we are not talking about data migration. We are saying it was a deliberate act. That's my own take from the meeting yesterday. Someone is responsible for it. It was shut down and someone is responsible for it. And that's where I will go. Those who have not listened to Mr. Ashford yesterday, when he always come out, take your pen, take the keynote, ask question. Why is he saying this? Why is he saying this? Why is he saying this? Every time he comes out, that's what I do. I have my pen and paper. I will tell you a lot of notes I always take. I write everything down. This thing happened. This happened. But the good news is, it is not the mechanics. It's where we are going. He always have a backup plan for the next step. He always have a backup plan for where we want to go. If it is a data migration, he will tell us in his own word, yes, this is it. We are doing this. We are doing that. We are achieving that. But he is someone who always come out in difficult moments and still tell us the truth. He said it is either it's up to us for us to believe it or we reject it. But he is always there to tell us the truth. And I will go back to Bill Gates. Bill Gates started, when he said he started Microsoft, 3,000 people were in. They said, oh, we are with you. Do you know how many people Bill Gates end up with? Just 11 people. And he said that 11 people make him billionaires. And all of them are all billionaires as well. Because those who wither away, what happened? They never make it to the promised land. They never ever, because they were full of doubt. They were not believing in the person who is building his own company. Like someone who said, ONPASSIVE just spend this, spend that, and now we throw it away. Are you sure, Mr. Ashford? I've read comments like that. Are you sure Mr. Ashford still have enough money to go on? The question I ask the person, are you in his pocket? If I want to build my business, you are not in my pocket. You don't know how much I have to start my business. Maybe what I've started is just a peanut and I still have reserve to build 100 business going forward. So I cannot judge you on face value because I am not in your pocket to know your financial stability, what you are doing. And if he is still there telling us his truth, because this is what God put in his heart, placed in his own heart, to come up with a company for humanity, who am I to judge him? Because if he said, we have failed, I have failed, he never shy of his thing. And the best thing with Mr. Ashford, I love, if things go wrong, he come out and tell us, you know. And if somebody tell you in Sushanta, I made mistake, can you persecute that person again? Until the only time you still hold that person, when you know that this person is lying and the person is standing on the lies. But if the person tells you that I have failed, what else can you do to that person? There's nothing. You say, I'm sorry, I failed. There is nothing you can say again. How do you want to judge the person? So the only thing is, we can get better. Me, I don't care how hard we fall, but the only thing is there a way that we can move forward. That's what I see. And for all what Mr. Alpha always spoke, I look at it, I draw my lines, I put the eyes and the dot, I analyze it myself. Sometimes I call my tech brothers, we sit behind and we said, what do you think about it? What do you think about this? We draw everything based on what Mr. Alpha shared with us. Not like there is something that I know where people don't know. Is what Mr. Alpha is sharing with us I'm drawing my analysis, and the only hope I have is because he said he's not going away. He said, I will see this to the end, and they cannot draw us down. He said, never you ever change your attitude of doing good, regardless of if people want to paint you black and they want to make you feel annoyed. Don't change who you are. Don't change from who you are. Always be true to yourself. And that's the only thing I hold on to Mr. Ash Mufara, because he always come and tell us, he said, this is what they shut us down. Listen to it. He said, we were shut down, and the person who is part of it will pay dearly. Go and listen. It is there. I didn't say it. It is there. So it means there are internal threats. So whoever will come out and say whatever they want to say, I care less about this. My only person I look at is Mr. Alpha, because when I joined ONPASSIVE, in Shanta, I didn't know you. I didn't know anybody. The person who introduced me is the only person I know, and the second person I saw was the owner of the business, because I will always ask, who is the owner of what you are sharing with me? I trust you, my brother, bringing me in, but I want to know that person so that I can believe more. And they show me to my brother, I believe not only the person who told me, now I'm above the person, because I'm not only looking at the person, I'm looking at Ash Mufara. Why should I believe in Shanta or believe in someone who is working in Hyderabad, or who is this, or following people who doesn't mean nothing to me? Because he is the only one who can determine if you will get a dime in your wallet or you will never get it in your wallet. Mr. Alpha is the one. He's the owner of ONPASSIVE. We should look up to him. We should believe in him. We should trust in him. Nobody else can tell me anything about ONPASSIVE except Mr. Ash Mufara. You can write nothing. I want to say something. If you are out of a job, do you think you can talk good about the owner of that job? If they ask you how or how, you want to say something to defend yourself. When you signed the contract, you were pressing and kissing the shirt like a footballer. The day you are not there, you put the shirt down and you smash on it and you tell people that man is. Look, I don't believe in anybody who have worked in any company. I believe in the owner of the company, and that's my take now. Until the owner said, we will never have ONPASSIVE, I said, Mr. Anvara, thank you very much. Now my dream is over. So that's what I want to say in Shanta. Thank you. I hope I make sense.
Oh my God. So great. Thank you, Collins. Thank you so much. Really, we are really, really happy with your thought and what you are sharing to us. We are learning so much. Really, really, we are grateful to you. As you said that, yes, Mr. Ash is such an honest person. Being a owner, being a CEO of such a I should say the multinational company, is always so honest and sharing his mistakes even. He's sharing his mistakes, but still he is committed for our success, for the success of huge 1.4 million founding members, not only the founding members, but also the whole internet users. This is the person Mr. Ash is. So, as you mentioned, yes, data migration, system updation, so many complex things. We actually don't have any idea. And one time Ash said that the time and the calendar is the main enemy to do something good for the people. So nobody can specify time that how long it will take. As with so many examples, our brother Collins explained that data migration and other things, why so many times are taking for those, but forget about the times. But what we got by this time, that is most important. Collins said, yes, the transformation we received, that is today, Engineer Sushanto, I wasn't like this, but I have been transformed through ONPASSIVE. I have got a brother, more than blood connected brother Collins Manna, I can connect in. I've got so many people around the globe, say as a global family. So this is due to Mr. Ash. This is due to his platform ONPASSIVE. So really, we are thankful. We are grateful to Almighty and thankful to our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufore, for sharing us such a nice debate platform, such a nice opportunity to transform ourselves, to build ourselves, to dream more and more, to be successful in our life, also keep a legacy for our next generation. It's amazing. My dear brother Ernest Bodhi, definitely I'll listen to you. Before that, I request Masudur Rahman, please translate into Bengali for our local community. Masudur Rahman, please come on with your translation.
First of all, I would like to thank my dear friend Engineer Sushanta Vishwas for your very nice question. And again, I also would like to give thanks to my friend Collins Manna for your extraordinary brilliant. You were really brilliant, and you have given a very excellent. You have shared your feelings. Thank you so much. আমি বাংলায় চলে যাচ্ছি। আসলে বেশ কিছুদিন থেকে আমাদের মনের মধ্যে কিছু বিষয় ঘুরপাক খায়। সেটা হচ্ছে যে ডেটা মাইগ্রেশন, হার্ডওয়্যার মাইগ্রেশন, সিস্টেম মাইগ্রেশন, এরকম কিছু কথাবার্তা কিন্তু আমাদের মনের মধ্যে সবসময় ঘুরপাক খায় যে একটা ডাটা মাইগ্রেট করতে আসলে কত সময় লাগে। হ্যাঁ, তো এই প্রশ্নটা কিন্তু ছিল যে একটা ডাটা উনি যেহেতু একজন সফটওয়্যার নিয়ে কাজ করেন, ওনার কাছে কিন্তু একটা সুন্দর প্রশ্ন, আমাদের এটা কিন্তু সবার প্রশ্ন যে একটা ডাটা মাইগ্রেট করতে আসলে কত সময় লাগে। ধরলাম যে অনপ্যাসিভের ভিতরে কিছু প্রবলেম ছিল, ভালো কথা, এটা তো আমাদের অনারেবল আশিম মুফার উনি তো ওভারকাম করার চেষ্টা করতেছেন, কিন্তু একটা ডাটা মাইগ্রেট করতে কতদিন সময় লাগে। তো এই বিষয়গুলো কিন্তু অনেকের মধ্যে একটা কনফিউশন তৈরি করে ফেলছে, মানে একটা দোটানার মধ্যে, মানে বিশ্বাস রাখতে পারছে না, এরকম একটা বিষয় চলে এসছে। তো এই জায়গাটাতে উত্তর একটা আমার এত পছন্দ হয়েছে, সেটা হলো যে হিরোজ বলি বা আমরা ওটেক প্রোজ বলি বা যে কোনো ওয়েবিনার বলি, যে যাই বলুক না কেন, কোনো প্রশ্ন হবে না, একটাই জিনিস, সেটা হলো যে অ্যাশকে শুনুন। একটা উত্তর, যে অ্যাশ যেটা বলবে সেটাই হলো ফাইনাল। আপনি কোথায় কি কার কাছ থেকে শুনলেন এটা কিন্তু বড় বিষয় না। তো এটা আমার ওনার এই জিনিসটা খুবই ভালো লেগেছে আসলে। মানে এক্সেলেন্ট, আমি কি বলবো, উনি যে আসলে বলছেন যে হয় বিশ্বাস করেন নাহলে বাদ দেন। হ্যাঁ, বিলিভ ইট অর রিজেক্ট ইট। আপনার যদি বিশ্বাস করতে ইচ্ছা হয় আপনি বিশ্বাস করেন, না হলে আপনি এটা থেকে সরে যান। কেন আপনি দোটানার মধ্যে থাকবেন? কারণ হচ্ছে যে আমাদের অনারেবল সিও এসপরে উনি নিজে যেটাকে বলছে যে এটা আমার, উনার দোষটাকে উনি নিজের ঘাড়ে নিচ্ছেন। পৃথিবীর এমন কোন সিও নাই যে এরকম কাজ করে যে নিজের ঘাড়ের উপরে দোষ নেই, সব পালিয়ে যায়, সামনে আসে না। উনি প্রত্যেক সপ্তাহে এসে উনি আমাদের সামনে ওনার কথাগুলো বলছেন, সব ডিটেলস বলছেন। হ্যাঁ, তো এইটার জন্য যদি আমরা বিশ্বাস না রাখতে পারি তাহলে আমাদের এখানে থাকার কোনো মানে হয় না। তো এটা হচ্ছে যে মূল বিষয়। পরে আমি ডাটা মাইগ্রেশন বিষয়ে আসি। উনি যেহেতু ইঞ্জিনিয়ার, উনি বলেছেন যে একটা ডাটা মাইগ্রেশন এটা শুধু এক ঘর থেকে আরেক ঘর না, এটা হচ্ছে যে এক প্ল্যাটফর্ম থেকে অ্যানাদার প্ল্যাটফর্ম, মানে এক জায়গায় আছে সেখান থেকে আর এক জায়গায় মাইগ্রেট করা। হ্যাঁ, তো এটার জন্য কিন্তু এক হাউস থেকে অন্য হাউসে যখন আমরা মাইগ্রেট করব, এটা অবশ্যই সময় সাপেক্ষ বিষয়। কারণ এখানকার ডাউন টাইম ওখানকার ডাউন টাইম এগুলো কিন্তু মিলে না। এই জন্য এখানে সময় দিতেই হবে। এখানে কন্টিনিউয়াস ডেটা ডেলিভারি বলে কোনো শব্দ নাই। এখানে একটা এনশিওর করতে হয় যে এটা সঠিক। এখানে কিন্তু অনেক বিষয় জড়িত, অনেক সিক্রেট বিষয় আছে, যে বিষয়গুলোকে সিক্রেট রেখে এবং খুবই সতর্কতার সাথে ডাটা মাইগ্রেট করতে হয়। যার কারণে এই ডাটা মাইগ্রেট করতে, এটা এরকম আমার বাড়ির ওয়ার্ড্রপ না যে আমার বাড়ির ওয়ার্ড্রপ আর সুশান্ত বাবুর বাড়ির ওয়ার্ড্রপ এক সমান একই রকম, তা তো না। এটা হলো দুই জায়গার দুই জিনিস। তাহলে সেই ক্ষেত্রে অবশ্যই ডেটা মাইগ্রেট করতে অবশ্যই সময় লাগে। সেক্ষেত্রে অনেক সময় 6 মাস পর্যন্ত ডেটা মাইগ্রেশনে সময় লেগে যেতে পারে। তো সেটা আসলে বিষয় না, বিষয়টা হলো যে বিশ্বাস। আমাদের যখন বিশ্বাসে টান পড়ে, বিশ্বাসে যখন ঘাটতি হয়, তখনই কিন্তু আমরা এসব উল্টাপাল্টা প্রশ্ন করি। সো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ পান্না ফর ইউর ভেরি ভেরি নাইস স্পিচ। আসলে আপনি খুব সুন্দরভাবে বলছেন যে আমরা বিশ্বাস রাখলে, আমরা যদি ট্রাস্ট রাখতে পারি আমাদের অনারেবল শ্রী আশফাকের উপরে, অবশ্যই আমাদের সামনের দিন অবশ্যই ভালো। আমরা অবশ্যই এখান থেকে সবকিছুই পাবো, ফ্রিডম পাবো, আমরা ফিনান্সিয়াল ফ্রিডম পাবো, আমরা টাইম ফ্রিডম পাবো, এবং যত ক্ষয়ক্ষতি হয়েছে এ পর্যন্ত সবকিছু কিন্তু আমরা অবশ্যই ফিরে পাবো। Thank you so much everyone for patient sharing. Thank you so much. Very, very good night.
Oh, Masudur Rahman, you are really, really great. So nicely you explained. I'm sure that our local community understand everything, that why so much time is taking for our next phase. Yeah, Collins has said our CEO, Mr. Ash, right now, I should say right now, Mr. Ash is the only source of our information. And the right source, only the single source, Mr. Ash. So we must and we should listen to our CEO whenever, wherever he comes. Definitely we'll listen to him. If we can't listen to him directly, definitely we'll watch any video, so many videos and so many YouTube channels where we'll get his space. Definitely, directly we should listen to him and understand his body language and his word of commitment, that he is committing to reshape how he is gonna reshape the planet. That is most important. And regarding migration of data, security and so many things, and secrecy, those are most important. Our brother Collins mentioned that downtime is also most important because it is transferring from one platform to another platform. So downtime should be matched with each other. Otherwise, it's not possible to continuously transfer our data or our information. So it cannot define time that how long it will take. Sometimes it can be done very shortly, or sometimes it may take long time. We have to have that patience that we are in the right hand. He is doing best for us. So we should believe and we have the determination that we are gonna win in our life. Definitely we'll be successful. There is no doubt. Thank you, Collins. Thank you, Masudur Rahman. Thank you so much. We have with us our another friend, Ernest Bodhi from Maryland. I'd request Ernest, please come on with your thought on the topic. I have given you 1 minute option.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity that you have given to me. I have been attending this webinar, but I've not been having the opportunity to say something. It is true. It is true that ONPASSIVE has gone through a lot. And we thank God Almighty for the type of CEO he has given to us, who always come to tell us where we are. And I am happy that right now he's the only source of information that we have. He's the only source. Some people call me and say, Ernest, I told you that your thing will not work. I told you, I say, listen to what Mr. Ash is saying. I'm not the owner of the company. I'm just a founder like you. I don't own ONPASSIVE. So listen to him. He said, no, but I didn't listen. I say, go back and listen. What he said is on YouTube. What he said is still there. It is not missing. It is still there. So it is not as if somebody have taken it down. It is still there. Go and listen again. If you don't listen and understand, listen until you understand. Keep listening until you understand. He's the only person who knows where we are. I cannot tell you where we are because I don't know. But Mr. Ash is the only source of information that we have. Truly, thieves don't go to a bank and break a bank because they paint the color with the bank with a good color. No. Even the building of the bank is as good as what that one doesn't interest thieves. If thieves visit the bank and break it down because they have seen something inside that bank, not necessarily the building of the bank. So if people who can attack ONPASSIVE to this extent because they've seen something. They've seen something and the enemy used them to destroy it. Because if those people didn't attack ONPASSIVE to this extent, we could have been far from where we are. But I thank God for one statement Mr. I said, we have learned our mistake. We now know better. The fact that people are attacked ONPASSIVE, it shows that something good was really happening.
Because you don't attack something that doesn't exist. You don't go and attack somebody that doesn't have something. You only attack in like a tree. You only throw stones on the tree that has bare fruit. If there's no fruit on the tree, you are not interested in that tree. So the people who attacked ONPASSIVE, as Mr. I said, we leave them in the hands of God, and we keep on looking forward because we are moving. It doesn't matter how long it will take. We are going to get there. Because we didn't say goodbye. We didn't say it is enough, it is above us. We are surrender. You only say you are surrender when you are in the grave. You cannot surrender while you are still alive. That's why ONPASSIVE is still there. Other things are still coming. But we thank God that now the ONPASSIVE company, through Mr. Ash, they now know better. They don't know who is who. Because at first it was like an open door. Come in and show us what you can do. And the door was open until thieves were part of those who entered that door. Because the people who affected ONPASSIVE are not from outside, the people who were inside. They saw it. They were like people in the kitchen who were cooking it to various to put on the table for us to consume. But the devil used them to destroy what was good. But it is not over. It is not over. The journey continues, and the information is coming directly from Mr. Ash now. So if he says we are this way, that's where we are. As Mr. Collins said, you don't absent from webinars, come and begin to ask people individual questions. You know, there's nobody here that can ask, where are we in ONPASSIVE? No, except Mr. Ash. Yes, except Mr. Ash. And if you ask me, Ernest, what about ONPASSIVE now? I'm not hearing anything. I say, go back. There are videos on YouTube. Google it or search for it. When you see Mr. Ash listening to what he said, that's where we are. It is not what Ernest tell you. Because I too, I don't know. It is Mr. Ash alone. So thank you people very much for this opportunity. We keep on holding our hands, keep on moving forward. In any life, there's a challenge. In any home, there's a challenge. No, sometimes you see couples smiling. You will think that maybe they don't have a problem. But if they share you their problem, you will discover that their problem is more than your own that you're making noise. But they keep on moving together because they're already couples. Yes. We got married to ONPASSIVE for better and for worse. We are already there. So it is hot, we are there. It is cold, we are there. If it is bitter, we are part of it. If it is sweeter, we are still part of it. That's our ONPASSIVE is. Thank you.
Wow. I should say body, not body. You are really our great buddy. Thank you so much for your nice and kind words. Also a good advice. Definitely we should listen to our CEO always. We should follow our CEO. Only if we listen to him, then we'll understand where we are. Where we are now, where we are going to. So we should follow our CEO. And as our friend Bodhi mentioned that we have so many enemies. We know that internally and externally, even our competitors, they are not our good friend. They always try to make us down. So with all those challenges, all those burden taking on the shoulder of our CEO, is moving forward the whole journey. So it's beyond our imagination, beyond our thinking. We are really lucky having a leader like our CEO, Mr. Ash. So as Ernest mentioned that something is really happening, something is good happening. So we should focus for the good, for the next phase. Definitely with win, there is no doubt. We are moving. Time is not a matter at all. So I request Rupa, please translate into Bengali for our local community. I'm sorry for the other language speaking people. but there are so many local community. We should translate into our local language for their understanding. Please don't take it otherwise. You should be patient. Okay, Rupa.
Thank you, sir. And especially thanks to বলেছেন যে আমরা একজন রাইট ম্যান, সঠিক মানুষের হাতে আছি এবং জানতে পারছি অ্যাশম ফরেস্ট স্যারের মাধ্যমে আমরা কারেক্ট পয়েন্ট গুলো জানতে পারছি এবং কি
Rupa, we are missing you. I think something wrong. Rupa, we're not hearing you. Rupa, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Anyway, I think her network bandwidth is poor, so we can't hear her. But I'm translating that as our friend Honest, উনি বললেন যে আসলে আমরা যেখানে যাই করি না কেন আমরা সবসময় অ্যাশকে শুনবো, আমাদের সিও কে শুনবো, তাহলে আমরা বুঝবো যে আমরা কোথায় আছি এবং নেক্সট আমরা কোথায় যাচ্ছি। যদি আমরা ওনাকে ডিরেক্টলি শুনতে না পারি, ওনাকে মিস করি, তাহলে আমরা অনেক ইউটিউব চ্যানেল আছে, অনেক গ্রুপ আছে, সেখানে ওনার বক্তব্য আমরা শুনতে পাবো এবং হি ইজ অনলি দ্য অথেন্টিক সোর্স অফ ইনফরমেশন। সে একমাত্র মানে গ্রহণযোগ্য সোর্স। যে যে ওয়েবিনারে থাকে না কেন, যে যে ওয়েবিনারে যাই ব্যাখ্যা করি না কেন, শেয়ার করি না কেন, হি ইজ দ্য সিঙ্গেল সোর্স অফ ইনফরমেশন। সো ওনাকে আমরা সবসময় ফলো করব। আমাদের বিভিন্ন শত্রু আছে, ডেফিনেটলি যে কোনো রাইজিং বিজনেসে অনেক কম্পিটিটর, তারা তো শত্রু বটেই, প্লাস আরো অনেকেই থাকে যারা আমাদের এই যে প্ল্যান, আরো যদি নতুন কিছু হয়, সেটা যদি মানুষের জন্য কল্যাণকর হয়, সেটাকে নষ্ট করার জন্য সবাই কিন্তু ব্যস্ত হয়ে ওঠে। সেগুলোকে আমাদের ওভারকাম করে সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছি, এইটা হচ্ছে আমাদের কাছে সব থেকে বড় পাওয়া। সেখানে টাইম ইজ নট এ ফ্যাক্টর অ্যাট অল। সময় আমাদের কিছু ম্যাটার করে না। আমরা আমাদের জীবনে সাকসেস পেতে চলেছি, এটা আমরা কনফার্ম। সো উই হ্যাভ টু বি হ্যাপি, উই হ্যাভ টু বি প্যাশনেট দ্যাট সামথিং বেটার, সামথিং গুড ইজ কামিং। আমাদের লাইফে অনেক কিছু ভালো আসছে। So my dear friends, I'm not getting any hand raise, so none is interested to speak on the topic. We like to close the session. Before closing, again, I would request Collins, say your finishing line on the topic. Colin, your video is off. I don't know whether you are busy or not. Your finishing line, that is your closing remark today.
Thank you, Engineer Shuranta. I just want to thank my brother Ernest, for what you've just shared. That was really great. And all those who have just participated here, it was really nice. My closing remark will be, let's believe in our CEO. Let's remember who made us to stick in ONPASSIVE. It is not the person who brought you in, because the person can tell you this is a good business. But for every business and those who really have common sense, you need to know the owner of the business. And who is the owner of ONPASSIVE? When you always sit behind, ask yourself, who is the owner of ONPASSIVE? It's Mr. Ash Mofara. Nobody else. Let us stop listening to outsider. I don't really care who you are. I don't care what your position is in ONPASSIVE. I know that the owner who can determine what is going on in ONPASSIVE and who can tell us the truth, where the direction, where the business is going, and can shut it down at any time, is Mr. Ash Mofara. When we joined, we knew nobody. We know only the person who shared the business with us. And then we said, all right, let's listen to the next person. It was the CEO appeared to us. and brought all this community together. And then show us the employee, show us Hyderabad, show us Burj Khalifa, all of those things. You know, it was Mr. Ash Mofara who exposed everything to us. So why then do we need to listen to anybody? The noise that is out there. I don't really care about the noise. I care about Mr. Ash Mofara. Are you okay? Yes. Your family okay? Yes. Where are we heading to? If you think you own a business, create your own business and then bring us in and say, I have something better than ONPASSIVE. Don't use the word of ONPASSIVE, the name of ONPASSIVE, you hide behind and tell me something else. You know what? I will not even care about you because I have all the sense in my head, one-to-one, to tell you that you are wrong. The owner is Mr. Ash Mofara, and he made a profound statement. He said, we have removed all the blockers. We have eliminated all the blockers, the impediment, you know. And he said what? Let God, like Ernest said, take care of everything. May God take control. That's the beauty. He said, we've taken everything. We know the problem. Because remember when he started the first webinar, he said, what? 80% is humans. The problem, he said 80% of the problem is humans and only 20% is mechanics. He said, we have identified the problems. This week now, last week, Wednesday, he said, we have eliminated, they identify and they eliminate the problem. May God help. You know, and that's where we dwell. He's now taking us to the next phase. You know, based on me now, I don't care about what has passed. I'm happy to see the next phase. The joy and the beauty is where we are going now, where we are heading to. Because he said the journey doesn't depend on the route that you take. There are many roads to get to your journey. As long as you are getting to the right path, that's what matters. And let us focus on the right path, where Mr. Ash Mofara is taking to, where he said, if you sit on my decks and see what I am seeing, you will be amazed. You will go to Michigan and jump in that water where Chris Johnson was. He said, this is where we are going. Though we cannot see everything, but we are going somewhere so beautiful, so precious, and that is the place where all of us want to be. So I would say, founders, affiliate, please just put your ears, put your earplug. If someone is telling you anything otherwise, listen to Mr. Ash Mofara. He is the pilot of the ship, and he is everything that matters in ONPASSIVE. God first, Mr. Ash Mofara comes, and then we, the founders. Nobody else. I look up to Mr. Ash Mofara, and I expect everyone to look up to Ash Mofara. And then while he's building, and God is inspiring him to build something for us, that's it. And I just want to thank you, Shanta, for inviting us, and thank all our founders here. You know, just hope that we just have to be inspired and encouraged, and we know the future ONPASSIVE is bright. He said 3 things. Plan A can be a days or a week, month end. Plan B, you know, ending of September, and plan C, 3 months after. But you know what? I will pray to God that let plan A work. That's my own prayer. God, you gave us 3. Ash told us 3 things, plan A, plan B. I'm praying my heart of heart that I wish that we get to plan A, which is few days to come or month end. But if not, if God willing, if that is the will of God, I will wish for plan B to come, you know. And God, I said, God, take away plan C, because founders have suffered a lot, and we want it to happen as quick as possible. That's my prayer before God. And I just thank you all. Thank you, Shanta, for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear brother, great friend, leader, Collins Manna. I don't like to invite you. Actually, this is your platform. So you are always most welcome. We are really happy and thankful and grateful to you with your sharings, with your knowledge. We are really, really grateful to you, my dear brother. As you prayed, I also pray to Almighty that if our first plan, that is if plan A works, we'll be really very happy. If it doesn't, definitely plans B or plan C will work. There is no doubt. So we are gonna win. That is granted. So we should have our confidence. We should have our faith on our CEO that he is doing his best for our success. কলিন্স পান্না যেটা বললো যে উনি ফিনিশিং এ যেটা বললেন যে আমরা আমাদের সিও ক্লিয়ারলি 3টি অপশন দিয়েছেন যে আমাদের যে সিস্টেম এখন শাটডাউন আছে অর্থাৎ সিস্টেমটা আপ হতে হয়তো সেটা এই মাসের মধ্যে এই 1 সপ্তাহের মধ্যে হয়ে যেতে পারে, যদি না হয় তাহলে এন্ড অফ সেপ্টেম্বর অর্থাৎ সেপ্টেম্বরের শেষের দিকে হয়ে যেতে পারে, যদি সেটাও না হয় ম্যাক্সিমাম উইদিন নেক্সট 3 মাসের মধ্যে আমাদের সিস্টেম আপ হয়ে যাবে এবং আমাদের নেক্সট ফেজ that is our payment processor, withdrawal, our new products, selling, purchasing, so many things will go on. So আমরা সেদিকে ফোকাস করব, যেটা হয়েছে বা যেটা আমাদের প্রবলেম আমরা ফেস করেছি সেগুলো ওভারকাম করা হয়ে গেছে। আমাদের সিও ক্লিয়ারলি বলেছেন যে যে সমস্ত যারা ব্লকার ছিল, যারা আমাদের এই কাজগুলোকে হ্যাং আপ করছিল, ব্লক করে রেখেছিল, আমাদের ডিলে করছিল, আমরা তাদের ফাইন্ড আউট করেছি, তাদেরকে সরিয়ে দেওয়া হয়েছে। সুতরাং আমরা এখন সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছি, নো প্রবলেম। এবং উনি একটা জিনিস মেনশন করেছেন, ইন জেনারেলি যে কোনো প্রবলেমের মধ্যে 80% হচ্ছে হিউম্যান, অর্থাৎ মানুষের কারণে 80% সমস্যা হয়, আর 20% সমস্যা হয় বলতে পারেন মেকানিক্স অর্থাৎ সিস্টেমের কারণে। সুতরাং আমাদের যে সমস্ত প্রবলেম গুলো আমরা ফেস করে এসছি, ডেফিনেটলি বহু মানুষ আমাদের ভিতরে ছিল যারা সঠিকভাবে কাজ করেনি, বরং আমাদের কাজটাকে সঠিকভাবে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়ার জন্য তারা বিভিন্ন রকমের বাধার সৃষ্টি করেছে, সেগুলোকে ওভারকাম করা হয়েছে। সুতরাং সামনে এগিয়ে যাওয়ার জন্য আমরা মনে করি আর কোনো সমস্যা নেই। ইফ গড উইল, যদি সৃষ্টিকর্তা চান, খুব দ্রুত আমরা আমাদের নেক্সট ফেজ দেখতে পাই। Thank you, my dear friends, all the speakers, leaders, participants from our part, from Global Dedicated ONPASSIVIANS. It's a platform for each and everyone. So every week, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we meet. So all are invited for the next week. Definitely we'll come up with a recent and relevant topic. And so many of our founding members, they are watching on YouTube channel. I must thank them because of their time. They are watching our YouTube, and it will be on our YouTube. So anyone wish, he or she can watch at any time. So our YouTube channel link is also given on our today's link. So anyone can visit that and watch any of the video. No issue. So again, thanking all the people here, all the friends here, all the leaders here, and convey my best wishes for best of luck for your next day. Today is definitely good. Next day will be better. Day after tomorrow will be must be best. So we hope for the best. We live well. We do well. Everything will be fine in our life. Hoping best of luck again, and saying good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. I like to conclude today's webinar. Thank you so much. We are so in it to win it. Goodbye and tata.